Domestic violence has been a big topic of conversation lately, but there is another form of abuse that no one seems to be talking about, at least until now. A number of celebrities are actually coming out and sounding the alarm about financial abuse, which can trap its victims in very dangerous situations. Joining us now with more on exactly how this happens and what you can do is family law attorney Jacqueline Newman. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, but let's talk about this idea of financial abuse. What is it exactly?
Financial abuse is where one person controls another person using money as the threat. And, examples of it can be people that will control someone's finances, withhold money, give people allowances when, you're well behaved, you might get it, keep someone in the financial dark. It could be examples such as people really being in a situation where they don't know what's going on financially.
And I've heard even some extreme cases where one spouse might actually force another spouse to take out like payday loans that they know they can't pay off, actually force someone to go into debt to control them even further. I mean, what have you seen?
Yeah, no, I've absolutely seen situations like that. I've seen situations where people have to report, people that have many, many millions of dollars have to report to their spouse about every receipt for simple things as, school supplies for children. I mean, it's an element of control.
After the Ray Rice video came out, a number of people had a discussion about domestic violence, and there was that hashtag. You remember the hashtag Why I Stay? And if you go through some of the why people stayed in abusive relationships, money. I mean, it's such a big part of it, isn't it?
It absolutely is. I mean, money is, equals power equals control. And it's very, very scary. And people are scared what's going to happen if I divorce this spouse or I leave them. Am I going to be in a position to support myself?
Okay. Just one quote I was reading this morning that really struck me as I was sort of doing some research on this. And somebody wrote, or somebody said, women are being battered because they can't afford to escape. So they're taking these bruises because they have nowhere else to go. Are there places to go? How do they get out?
It's a form of domestic violence. So yeah, I mean, there are places to go that are the same places you would go for domestic violence. You need to get therapy. You need to understand that you have rights. And you need to be able to strengthen yourself via friends, via family, as I said, via therapy and these homes to be in a position where you can become financially independent and understand that you can move on.
And you talked about earlier the idea of one person having millions of dollars and the other person, keeping receipts for school receipts or whatever. But I mean, this happens not only on the extreme when one spouse has a lot of money and the other doesn't. It also happens in other situations too, in spouses where maybe they have equal incomes.
It definitely can. It's an element of control. It's one person controlling another person and using money as a way to do it.
Okay, I guess we're talking, here we have a full screen here, destroying credit. I mentioned that, the idea of forcing somebody to take out loans that they can't afford to pay off, jeopardizing employment, hiding assets. I mean, this is absolutely can be ruinous to somebody.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing, as you've seen these cases, if there's one thing you can get out to people who might be in a situation right now, might be hearing this and saying, gosh, that's me, what would you tell them?
I would tell people to get help. I would tell people to talk to people. It exists, it happens, and I think that the more that they can speak to people and the more that they can get the help they need, they're going to be able to become financially independent and be able to get out of this abusive situation.
Thank you so much for coming in and shedding some
much
light on this thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Financial abuse, it is real and it impacts a lot of lives. We'll have much more on this discussion on our website on financial abuse and also the Purple Purse Foundation, one group that's trying to help out, on our website, PIX11.com.